It's grounded to short. Munoz in time to first. Play goes 6-3. That's Matthew Pennall over there at first base now after batting for Sloniger.
Now to bat for the Waves, number 22, Drew Thomas.
Kless is over in right. The left-hander, Wentz, gets a swing and a miss for strike one. 2 outs, bases empty. Drew Thomas, the batter, 0 for 2 in the game. I was trying to look up the stats for Jackson Waller's dad, who played for the Panners in 94-95. Here's a ground ball to third. And Harrison throws on the money in a 1-2-3-6. We'll tell you more later. Head to the bottom of the 6, 8-zip Goldpanners. Marty Munoz leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for Fairbanks. Goldpanners enjoying an 8-0 lead here at Groudon. And a pitching change for the Waves as Sebastian Castro takes over and deals strike one. To Marty Munoz. Where's the smoke coming from? Nothing in one. And it's popped into the stands here at Groudon up the left field side.
Brought to you by the Gold Daughters.
Munoz,
Learn the art of gold panning and learn how
0
you
for
can
1,
actually
was
become
hit by a
a
pitch
real
and scored in
gold
that
panner.
7-run fourth for the Goldpanners. Gavin Graff departs after an inning and a third. He struck out 2 and walked 1. Two and 2 here on Munoz. Foul tip to stay alive. After Munoz is Goldpanner Caden Clark. All Goldpanners here so far tonight. It was 0-0 through 2.5, but the Panners got 1 in the third. in the big 7-run fourth to break it wide open. Munoz strikes out swinging to open up the bottom of the 6th. And we go to top of the order, Caden Clark, who replaced Dominic Hughes
Back to the
in
top of
the
lineup for your Goldpanners,
4th inning.
Number 33, Caden Clark.
Sebastian Castro, 5'10" left-hander, listed as undecided. Boy, we see that on a lot of rosters now. The college landscape has changed dramatically in all sports. Here's the 1-1, and it's outside for ball 2. Clark flew out to right in his first at-bat. Takes inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. With 1 out and nobody on for the Goldpanners here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the left-hander sets and delivers high and away for ball 4. So Clark with a 1-out walk. We'll bring up Griffin Harrison.
Now to bat for your Goldpanners, number 12, Griffin Harrison.
One for one officially was hit by pitches twice. Harrison drove in a couple with a single in the 4th inning. That was off of Gavin Graff. And now Harrison facing Sebastian Castro. Left-hander for the Waves. Runner takes off from first. Throw is inside and low. It's going to be a tough throw. No chance to get Clark. So stolen base for Caden. And Harrison trying to get on base for the 4th time. One and one, 1 out. Runner at second base. This is outside for ball 2. After Harrison is Brock Kless. As a right-hander throws in the Waves bullpen. And it's ball 3 low. Waller is the man covering the second base bag. A lot of room on the right side of the infield if Harrison can poke it through there. Way up and away for ball 4, so he won't even need to. As he'll take first base on the 2nd consecutive walk issued by Sebastian Castro. And so Brock Kless, RBI single in his first plate appearance in the 4th inning. Will bat here with 2 aboard. Called a strike by home plate umpire Dwayne Clements, and Brock Kless looking to add on to this big Gold Panner lead here in Game 1 of 6 with the San Diego Waves. Tomorrow night, the Midnight Sun game. First pitch at 10 p.m. We'll play right through midnight without the aid of artificial lighting. So the guys getting used to a little bit of darkness here tonight under the clouds. But it's supposed to be just partly cloudy tomorrow. And temperatures in the mid-70s. Let's hope that's the case. And Castro steps off, and they're going to call a balk. Castro, everybody was mixed up on that play, and Castro called for the balk. And here comes Coach Jason Schmeiser to discuss this with Dwayne Clements, but both runners are going to move up a base. And the Panner base runners causing problems right now for Sebastian Castro and the Waves. And the Panners like to run, as they have shown once again here tonight. Castro set to work again here with a ball and a strike on Brock Kless. Big rip and a miss, 1-2. Kless with a chance to pretty much put this one out of reach. With a base hit here, Brock Rudy's on deck. And hits this one high and deep to left, but on the run and reaching up to make the catch is Berg. Runners will both tag. And coming in to score is Clark, and it's 9-0 Gold Panners. Sacrifice fly, RBI for Brock Kless, his second run batted into the game. And it's 9-0 Gold Panners with Brock Rudy coming to the plate.
Now to bat for your Gold Panners, number 29, Brock Rudy.
Back-to-back Brocks here for the Gold Panners. Base hit to right. Brock Rudy breaks out of his mini slump with an RBI single, and that brings in the 10th Gold Panner run of the game as Harrison touches home. And the Panners are running away with it here tonight.
Now to bat for your Gold Panners, number 21, Rafael Flores.
So Rafael Flores will bat for Ethan Remmers in the DH spot. Last time we saw Rafael Flores, he was hitting a walk-off grand slam 3 nights ago to defeat the Ventura County Pirates. The Pirates led 6-4 in the 9th inning. The Gold Panners got 2 runners on. The Pirates, with 2 outs, decided to intentionally walk Brock Rudy and face Rafael Flores. The Pirates made the controversial decision to face Flores and put the winning run at first base, and Flores crushing a 2-2 pitch over the left field fence in front of a big crowd here at Groudon. And Flores giving the Gold Panners their second walk-off comeback win of the year already. Swings and misses for strike 3, though, here. Panners pick up a couple of more. They lead it by double digits. It's 10-zip headed to the 7th. New pitcher into the game for the Alaska Goldpanners as we head to the 7th. And taking over for Fairbanks is Cole Alexander, number 35. Cole Alexander, sophomore from Hawaii. He becomes the third pitcher of the game for the Goldpanners. Corey Braun, 5 scoreless on 3 base hits. Keegan Wentz, 1 scoreless inning. And set him down 1-2-3. And now Cole Alexander gets a chance to throw. It's 1-1 on Cole Kashimoto. Yeah, I was trying to look up some Goldpanner stats. I keep getting frustrated because we lost all of our old Goldpanner stats online. Lost all of our old YouTube broadcasts from before this year. The old Goldpanner historical websites. They all disappeared from the web. And it's really frustrating now because it's become very difficult to look up all the historical numbers for the Goldpanners and statistics. Don't know what happened there. I'd love to figure it out and get them back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And nobody out for Cole Kashimoto, who's 0 for 2 in the game. Just 3 hits for the Waves tonight. And a ground ball to second, sliding to his right, is Milliken, who throws on to Pinal. And a 4-3 putout.
Now to bat for the San Diego Waves, number 3, Ryan Fenn.
Five straight retired by Goldpanner pitchers. And now Cole Alexander working to his second batter of the night, Ryan Fenn. Fenn is 1 for 2, has one of those 3 Waves hits. The other 2 hits belong to the 9-hitter Jackson Waller. This one's grounded to short. Munoz has it and throws on to get Fenn by a step. Couple of ground outs here in the first inning. That's 4 ground outs in a row by Waves hitters. And here's John Stark, first baseman for the Waves, who's also a catcher. Sophomore from Western Oregon, 6'1", 260. That's where former Panner head coach Miles Kaiser was a coach before moving on to Yavapai. Miles announcing just last week that he's expecting his first child this November. Two balls and no strikes. So next year, Miles will be celebrating his first Father's Day as a dad. Hope you all had a good Father's Day out there yesterday. Can also be a difficult day for many of you out there, and we understand that. Send our thoughts to you as well. It was a rare Father's Day without a baseball game here, as it fell on a Sunday between a couple of series. Three balls and 2 strikes with the bases empty to Stark. And he grounds one sharply up the middle, but Munoz makes it look easy. 1, 2, 3, 7th for Cole Alexander. It's stretch time. And you know what that means? Keep it right here, Waves fans and Panner fans. The stretch is a little different here at Groudon.
We do it Fairbanks style with the rendition of Happy Boy.
I was walking down the street on a sunny day. Hubba, 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 hubba. A feeling in my bones says I have my way. Hubba, 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 hubba. Well, I'm a happy boy.
Happy boy.
I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. Yeah, my little dog Spot got hit by a car. Hubba, 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 hubba. Put his guts in a box and put him in a drawer. Hubba, 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 hubba. Well, I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy.
Yeah,
oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. looked in the drawer and started to laugh. Hubba, 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 hubba. 'Cause I'm a happy boy. Oh, a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey.
Now pitch
Well,
hitting
the
for Alaska Goldpanners,
happy boy
number
himself
6, Tate Shamau.
got the night off tonight. Needs his rest before. He's got a late one tomorrow. Happy boy won't be dancing tomorrow until maybe after midnight even. So he needs to get his rest. But I see Fairbanks' own Andrew Trotman did his best to take over Happy Boy's role between innings. And here's a chopper by Tate Shamau. The short ball is dropped at first base. The throw was in the dirt. Stark tried to dig it out, couldn't do so. So safe at first base is Tate Shamau batting for Caleb Milliken.
Now to bat for your Goldpanners, number 17, Isaac Shuck.
And the E6 allows Shamau to reach, brings up Isaac Shuck. 10-0 Goldpanners. We start the bottom of the 7th inning here in Fairbanks. Swing and a miss. 9 Goldpanner hits tonight and 10 runs. The Waves, no runs on just 3 base hits. Off the end of the bat into shallow right. This will drop for a base hit for Isaac Shuck, and on his way to third goes the runner Shamau, and he will get there. And what a night for Isaac Shuck at the plate. 3 for 4 with an RBI double and a run scored.
Number 4, Matthew Pinal.
Matthew Pinal came into pinch hit in the 5th inning. He was robbed of extra bases on an amazing diving catch by the center fielder Jamie Berg. Berg then threw to first to double off the runner, who also thought there was no way Berg was going to catch that ball. And one of the few bright spots for the Waves here tonight. But Pinal has been hitting the baseball hard as of late. 1-ball pitch. And he takes a strike from Tyler Agnew, a right-hander for the Waves. Grounded to short, flipped to second for 1, on to first, not in time. Shamau comes in to score. It was a little double clutch by the shortstop Fenn, and that was just enough to allow Pinal to reach on the fielder's choice. And here's Marty Munoz. 11-0 Goldpanners. Just 1 inning of work for Sebastian Castro. He gave up 2 on just the 1 base hit. A couple of walks came back to hurt him. Strike called here on Munoz, who's 0 for 2 in the game. And Agnew misses for ball 3. Tyler Agnew, number 23, senior from Pacific University. And he misses outside for ball 4. A 5-pitch walk to Marty Munoz.
Returning to the top of the lineup for your
Some runners at first and second for the Goldpanners.
Caden Clark.
And Caden Clark, who's now out in center field batting here. 0 for 1 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored here tonight. Panners leading 11-0. Swing and a miss. 11 runs, 10 hits, no runs, 3 hits for the San Diego Waves. Waves went 22-15 last year. (14-8) in league play, finishing second. The Waves and Panners have played close to 50 times over the years. Strike 3 called on Caden Clark. That'll bring up Griffin Harrison, who's been on base every time tonight. Was hit by pitches twice early. A 2-run single in the 4th, walked and scored in the 6th inning. Back in 2001, when the Waves came here to Fairbanks, had a shortstop named Hera Alvarez. Played at Texas Tech. As this one is grounded to second base. And the 4-3 putout will end the Goldpanner half of the 7th. Hera Alvarez now managing Double-A Altoona in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. We'll head to the 8th inning. It's the Goldpanners 11, Waves nothing. Goldpanners leading 11-0 as we start the 8th inning. That's right, 11-0 here over the San Diego Waves tonight here in Game 1 of 6 between these two as part of the Midnight Sun Series. Alex Garcia takes over on the mound for Fairbanks, and he faces the pinch hitter Garner Christensen. So Garner Christensen batting here for Griffin Zitko, and we assume Garner will take over behind the dish. And he hits one into shallow left, and making a nice catch running in is Brock Rudy. And Christensen is out number 1. The last base hit for the Waves came in the 5th inning. It was a single for Jackson Waller, who stands in now. Chris Carlson will like this score from Major League Baseball. Pirates defeating the Cubs 12-1.
Oh, that's common.
12-1, Pirates over the Cubs.
I feel like a true fan now. I'm lovable again.
Ground ball to short. That's 12-1. Pirates defeating the Cubs.
Yeah, but they beat the Braves the other day. So
Kari, if you're out there listening, that one's for you too. I have to have somebody I can beat as a Pirates fan.
Reese Anderson.
And in the NHL, Tampa Bay Lightning defeat the Avs 6-2 tonight. So we've got a series now, 2-1 Avs. Alex Garcia, the North Pole, Alaska native, pitching here for the Goldpanners in the 8th inning. And that one is smoked towards third. Trying to one-hop backhand the play was Harrison at third and unable to do so. And safe at first base is Reese Anderson. And the Waves get a base runner
Number 7, Caden Zuba.
here in the 8th inning. And Reese Anderson will stand at first base. And this one off the end of the bat, a little flare that drops into center field off the bat of Caden Zuba. So Zuba drops a single into the grass, and 2 aboard for the Waves here with 2 outs against Alex Garcia for the Goldpanners from Butte College.
Now pitching for the San Diego Waves is number 40, Quincy Scott.
And now Quincy Scott will bat as the Waves are bringing up one pinch hitter after another here in the 8th inning. Trying to get everybody into the game here before we get to the Midnight Sun game. That pitch hits Quincy. So the hit batsman will load the bases for the Waves, who are looking for their first run of the game. And now another pinch hitter.
Number 4, Phoenix Sumley.
Phoenix Same out of Mount San Jacinto. Fourth consecutive pinch hitter takes a strike from Alex Garcia. There are 2 outs. Garcia got the first 2 outs of the inning, but error single hit batsmen have loaded him up. And he misses inside for ball 2. 2-1. With 2 outs here in the 8th, and the Panners leading 11-0. The 2-2. And he throws it high, and it goes to the backstop, and that'll bring in the first Waves run of the game. The wild pitch brings Anderson in to score, and everybody moves up a base, and the count goes to 3-2 on Phoenix Sane. Same, an infielder for the Waves. Lines one to the right side, and a good scoop by Shamau over at second base. For the final out, the Waves get a run. It's 11-1 through 7.5. Mosquito count is climbing here in the press box. A lot of casualties. 11-1 Goldpanners as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And a new pitcher into the game. For the San Diego Waves, it's Cade Walker, the left-hander from Cuesta, second Cuesta player into the lineup tonight after Ryan Fenn. And that one is fouled off the fence in front of the Goldpanner dugout by Brock Kless. Brock, a couple of ABs today. Plate appearances, I should correct myself. A single and a run scored. Drove in a Goldpanner run and then a sac fly RBI in the 6th inning. And his first at bat against the new pitcher, Cade Walker, the 5th pitcher into the game. Agnew goes 1 inning, gives up 1 unearned run. A walk, a strikeout, and 1 base hit given up. And he walks Brock Kless. Yep. Not much drama here tonight. On the evening before the big one.
Number 29, Brock Ruby.
Tomorrow will be the longest day of the year. And then the days quickly get shorter. It was a big solstice weekend here in Fairbanks with all the festivities. And it was a lot of fun, as it always is here on solstice weekend. The busiest outdoor weekend of the year here in Fairbanks. The 1-1, And Brock Rudy checks his swing. It's ball 2. Nobody out. Runner at first base thanks to the walk issued by Cade Walker. The 6'3" southpaw for the Waves. Line up the middle, right past Walker's head. And Brock Rudy with back-to-back base hits. They'll make that 3 in a row for Brock. And 2 aboard for the Goldpanners.
Now to bat for your Goldpanners, number 21, Rafael Flores.
There's Rafael Flores. Talked about his walk-off grand slam the other night. I tweeted that out, the highlight of that earlier. The whole at bat is on there. Worked it to a 2-2 count with the bases loaded and 2 away. Fouled off a couple of pitches. Got the pitch he wanted, blasted it over the left field fence for the walk-off slam. The off-speed lands in for a strike. It's 1-1 on Flores. Sophomore from Rio Hondo out of Anaheim, California. Off the end of the bat, foul tip. And it's 1-2. Panners with 1 run in the third to take a 1-0 lead, and then the big 7-run fourth inning made it 8-0. And it's just been all Panners since. The Waves got a run on a wild pitch in the top of the 8th inning to get on the board. Way up and away. Goldpanners averaging 6.5 runs per game this summer. Yeah, and that average will rise a little bit after tonight. Broken bat, base hit down the third base line just inside the bag. And around third coming in to score is Kless. And it's 12-1 Goldpanners. First hit of the night for Flores.
Clean up on aisle 1 and 3. Clean up on aisle 1 and 3.
And it'll be Tate Shamau's turn to bat as Brock Kless carries that bat slice back to the dugout. And assistant coach Ryan Hansen picks up the other half.
6, Tate Shamau.
Tate Shamau. Freshman to be at USC from Honolulu, Hawaii. And it's in for a strike on Tate Shamau. The first 3 batters of the 8th inning have reached safely. Walk, single, single. 1 run is in. And there are runners at first and second with nobody out against number 29, Cade Walker. Time is called.
Gosh, he broke his pink bat. It's just throwing it on him.
Grounded left side, tough play. Gets it to second for 1, does Fenn. And that is the first out of the inning. On the 6-4 putout, Shamau reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 away for Isaac Shuck, who's had a good day at the plate. 3 for 4 with an RBI double and a run scored. Panner catcher from Francis Marion out of Reno, Nevada. Left-hander sets and delivers. It misses downstairs for ball one, 1-1. And one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning at Groudon Memorial Park here, home of the Goldpanners. And it's down low, and we've got some of those air tankers flying through and helping to try and put out some of those forest fires that are burning. Always a lot of air traffic here at Groudon, but those babies go scoop up water from the ponds and then carry them, drop them over the fires. Fires are not close to us, but everybody pitching in to help. But that was a direct fly over there. I think they wanted to see what was happening at Groudon. Maybe check the score if they don't have PannerVision on the plane. But they probably do.
You could. At least listening to it.
3-2 here to Isaac Shuck, who grounds one to short. Flip to second for one, and able to pick up the baseball at first base is Stark. 6-4-3 double play ends the 8th inning. Last chance for the Waves when we come back. It's 12-1 Goldpanners.
Greetings, everyone. It's time for the 116th annual Midnight Sun Game. Goldpanners hosting the Everett Merchants here tonight. First pitch slated for 10 p.m. sharp, and we will play right through the hour of midnight. Under the natural glow of the midnight sun. And everything we were able to do in those summers. As this one is popped, and a diving catch, and right by Glasgow.
And, and I think just Alaska in general, you can't fake it up here. I mean, it's really not for the faint of heart.
Did a somersault. And win or lose, everybody just brings a great memory away from the Midnight Sun Game. That 83 team that I mentioned that had 14 major leaguers, some of those names: Barry Bonds, Dennis Cook, longtime big league pitcher, Joe McGrain. The outfield, all major leaguers: Shane Mack, Odabe McDowell, Mark Davis. Barry Bonds played first base. This one's fouled back just beneath us.
The WG and Eddie Stroker Midnight Sun Game has taken on a significance greater than that of any other team tradition in sports. There is certainly no other team in baseball that hosts a tradition as old. The famed World Series itself is but 3 years older than the annual Solstice Classic in Fairbanks. For Fairbanksans, the game is a way to reflect on the passing of another year and the survival of another exciting and extreme winter.
And that's how we do it in Fairbanks.
Cole Kashimoto will lead off for San Diego as we head to the 9th inning here from Groudon Memorial Park, and we are officially 24 hours away from first pitch of the 117th annual Midnight Sun Game. That'll get underway tomorrow night at 10 p.m. The gates open here at 8 p.m. Keep an eye on our Twitter feeds, at Real Goldpanners and at Voice of G-Man. We'll let you know when we get on the air. This one is lifted high into center field, and Kashimoto is out number one here in the 9th inning. Brings up Fenn and then Stark for the Waves, who trail at 12-1 here in game one of the 6-game set. The Waves came in with a record of 7 wins against just 1 loss and 1 tie. And the Panners 9-1-1. Look like they're about to take game one of this 6-game series. And Nicholas Geo batting here out of Hawaii Pacific. Batting for Ryan Fenn. And Alex Garcia starts with 3 balls and no strikes, 1 out, the base is empty. And a 4-pitch walk.
Now up to bat for the San Diego Waves, number 36, John Stark.
Here's John Stark, who's 0 for 2 so far tonight. First baseman for the San Diego Waves. Swings and pops this one foul towards the Waves bullpen. It heads out of play.
Brought to you by
A quiet night here at the ballpark. After an off day, a travel day for the Waves. Well, they got in late a couple nights ago, so they were here all day yesterday. Kind of get settled in at the UAF dorms. And get ready for tonight's game at Panners. It was a 0-0 game until the bottom of the third when the Panners got 1. And then a 7-run 4th inning for Fairbanks to make it 8-0. And the Waves got 1 run in the top of the 8th inning. Reese Anderson scoring on a wild pitch after reaching on an error. So just the 1 unearned run given up by Panner pitchers tonight. And Alex Garcia trying to keep it that way. And he strikes out Stark. Fatality. 2 away here in the 9th inning. 12 Goldpanner hits tonight.
Now up to bat for the Waves, number 28, Gardner Christensen.
Panners go 12 for 35 in the game. And Alex Garcia trying to finish him off, but it's a base hit by Christensen, and the runner's going to try for third, and here comes the throw, and it's there in plenty of time to get the runner at third base for the final out of the game. What a throw from Brock Kless. The 5-3 putout after the single by Christensen ends your ball game.
Final score, your Alaska
The
Goldpanners
9-5 putout, rather.
1.
And the Goldpanners defeat the Waves by a final score of 12-1. 12 runs on 12 hits for the Goldpanners and 2 errors. The Waves 1 run on 4 base hits.
In the 117th edition of the Midnight Sun baseball game. If you have been drinking alcohol,
And they are guilty
please
of
designate someone safe to
3
drive you home.
errors tonight.
We want to see you all back here
The
tomorrow.
Goldpanners
Make sure you come early. You know
have
this
won
place is going to be packed.
10 games on the season. To go to 10-1-1, the Waves fall to 7-2-1. And we will have our next broadcast tomorrow night when the Goldpanners and Waves meet up for the 117th annual Midnight Sun game. Get your naps in tomorrow, sleep in, do whatever you have to do to join us live for the entirety of that game tomorrow night. First pitch 10 p.m. The broadcast will be on much earlier than that, at least camera-wise. And then we'll have your ball game between the Panners and Waves. We'll tweet out the starting lineups beforehand and the PannerVision link. So follow us on the Twitter page at Real Goldpanners and mine at Voice of G-Man. And join us tomorrow for the Midnight Sun game, where you can tune in, turn on, and pan out to Goldpanners baseball. It's a special night coming your way tomorrow. Panners win it tonight by a final score of 12-1. Have a great rest of your Monday, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. For Chris Carlson, I'm Garo Von Dane saying good night from Ground Memorial Park in Fairbanks, Alaska. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.